I told you. Okay? I told you. Hey guys, this is your girl Victoria, back to you with another review for Married at First Sight Season 20, Episode 18, called The Final Countdown. Let's wrap this up. Okay, I'm over at this point. Let's get to the end. Okay, so it's the final morning of the retreat. They show everyone getting lit the night before, with the exception of Nikki. She sleep. Cameron trying to sleep. Michelle feels like she's too posh, too bougie to be getting down with everybody else, so she upstairs with her husband Cameron, trying to sleep too. I'm surveilling this 2-second clip of them dancing downstairs in the kitchen. Felipe got his whole chest out. Okay, Tori, crickets. Beljolie all up on Mecca before he tried to get on the table and almost bust his ass, almost breaking the table. Then you got Caitlyn backing that thing up on Devin. Adam backing that thing up on Marissa. Sean in New York. What the hell going on here? What time was it? I don't remember the time, but I'm just like, all right then. But moving on from them, Devin announces that him and Caitlyn are over. And, Adam brings up the couple swap that Mecca said, and Mecca's denying it, walks away, and, trying to tell us in the confessional that Caitlyn is just a friend. If you say so, Mecca. Because you did choose her as a partner to switch. IJS. So then we have Devin saying bye to Mecca and Bella. Mecca feels like it's low-key his fault. And it is. Sorry for the sniffles. But I'm just like, duh. So Devin lets us know that he did talk with Mecca the night before and, did express that, this is kind of looking weird. So I guess Mecca removed himself from the situation and he did apologize. So I guess Devin is calling it water under the bridge. But in my head, I'm like, you sure? You sure? Because my thing is just like, I don't know necessarily if I'm just about to just say, oh, it's water under the bridge, because of the fact that it's like Mecca should have that self-awareness not to even engage in that type of stuff. Even though, I guess Caitlyn is more along the lines of his dream girl versus Beljolie. But at the end of the day, I don't know if it would be water under the bridge just like that. But Belle doesn't say nothing. So he says goodbye to Mecca, Belle, everybody else. I don't think he says bye to Caitlyn, and why should he? But, Caitlyn crying, he gives us some speech, while he's saying bye to everybody on his little confessional. I mean, I'm with you, Devin, but, at this point, you could exit stage left, Brad, because, like, talking about I'm not trying to be delusional. You've been delusional way too long already. Like, let's wrap this up. Caitlyn crying, saying she feels misunderstood, but then tries to say, I'm sure he feels misunderstood too, saying that he didn't see her for her. Shut up. Exit stage left. I'm not trying to hear all that stuff. So she's like, oh, Hope has left the building, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Are you leaving yet? Go. So then she leaves with Cam and Michelle, and then you have Bella and Mecca leaving with Nikki, and then Felipe and Tori leaving with Adam and Marissa. And then in the car with Adam and Marissa, Adam is like, Felipe and Tori walked so that Devin and Caitlyn could run. I mean, you're not lying, Adam, but at this point, I'm tired of shut up. I mean, you're right, but you stop. You don't always have to say something, okay? So then Sean and Nikki are reunited, and he didn't miss that he missed her, whatnot. She don't say that she missed him, but we have moving on to Felipe sitting down with his mom and friend talking about his marriage, and we seen Tori FaceTime her sister talking about her marriage. Then we had Bella and Mecca walking around the city, then sitting down to talk about their marriage, and he's saying his answer is still going to be a yes, but understands if she says no. What is all this filler shit? This could have been the episode where we get through all decisions. We don't need all this shit. But we see Nikki and Sean go to dinner. She brought up the comment of him calling her a 7 in New York. And he's like, he did that out of retaliation for grabbing his belly fat. And they apologize to each other. But I'm just kind of like, Sean, you should have enough like knowledge or like enough whereabouts to understand that retaliating doesn't solve the issue. Two wrongs don't make a right. So at the end of the day, do better. Like, I don't understand how you like to make it seem like you're the smartest in the room, but can't understand how your reaction and retaliation is not solving the issue, but making it more of a deeper, bigger issue than it really needs to be. Because if you really felt some type of way that she was grabbing your belly fat, then you need to be, have that self-reflection and, self-awareness to let her know, like, hey, that's not cool. I don't appreciate you doing that. I don't, express your concern of her, trying to check you about your belly fat. So I can't give you a pass for saying that to Nikki just because she grabbed your belly fat. Correct course of action, Dr. Sean, would be to elaborate and discuss and communicate with her why you felt some type of way about her grabbing your belly fat. Okay, so anyway, Adam and Marissa are sick. Okay, so they're cuddling on the couch, and then they go drink tea on the balcony, and you got Adam saying, moving in together, he might move in the city, trying to compromise with her and stuff. And all I can say is, so being sick makes you normal, and when you're not sick, you're not normal. Interesting. But then we move on to, and by the way, somebody do the dishes, please. We move on to Felipe and Tori sitting on the couch for a little bit before going to the bed for a little bit to look at their wedding album. And you got Felipe saying all this stuff, talking about he falling for her, she completes him. All she says is, he has a very big heart. Let's wrap this up. My gosh. Anyway, it's the final day before decision day. Cameron and Michelle go on their final date to some seafood restaurant sitting on a pier. He gets a picture frame of them from their wedding day, and she says something, gets emotional. He gets emotional from her getting emotional, even though he don't really cry real tears. I didn't see not one tear coming from his eye. But they get on some Ferris wheel thing and kiss. Beljo leave Mecca sit and talk at the house, sipping tea, sipping wine. He says he's, he has fallen in love with who she is as a person. She's frustrated. I'm frustrated that she's still fucking there. Mecca is playing in your face, and you give in and forgive him and move forward each and every time. At first you're like, this is not the Bella that would react to this or respond to this or whatever, but then you change it to, I have to learn how to respond better. Like, Beljo Lee, come on. Homie told all these people he doesn't even know if he would be receptive to a boob job, instead of shutting that shit down when Adam was instigating that type of shit. Are you serious right now? Was she the one that talked about delusion? I could have sworn it was Devin, but maybe she was the one who said, she's not trying to be delusional or something. It's too late, honey. You delusional as fuck. This nigga could play in your face each and every day, and what you gonna do? You gonna stick beside him because you want to be part of his healing. She don't say this word for word, I'm just paraphrasing, but at this point I'm just like, Beljo Lee, there's nothing more I can say. Not that you was gonna listen to me anyway because you don't know me and stuff, but it's just like, my gosh, how many times is this homeboy gotta prove to you he ain't shit for you to realize he ain't shit? He know what he doing it on purpose, ma'am. But hey, you're gonna stay beside him, so congratulations, do you, boo. Then we get to the couple separating for the last night per tradition, and Sean and Nikki get into it because she was trying to say something. Sean was just like, pretty much wrap it up. like I want them to do with all these extra filler shit. And she gets annoyed, frustrated, and the only thing I can say is, like, Sean, don't you like when in the beginning you was asking her to elaborate, but I guess now she elaborating too much? I don't know. Y'all whole relationship a facade anyway. Like, I'm not giving y'all that much energy, so then we move on, and we get to decision day. So Tori and Felipe are first, and I guess the experts are not part of the decision day no more. I guess, I don't know, but he goes said this whole speech, but she's just looking at him like with a blank face. But I was kind of confused. I'm like, what the hell going on here? Come to find out, she lets us know in the confessional that Felipe done talked to her the night before, and this was on camera, and like dropped a bomb on her. And she's confused. She don't know how to feel. It was very cruel, all this stuff. He talking, she brings it up there, but she doesn't say what happened. And he's just like, he regrets it. And that's where the episode ends. And I'm pissed the fuck off because y'all really could have just kept this whole episode and just omitted the whole episode from the whole line of episodes that you guys had set up. Are we gonna find out next episode what he done did? I hope so. But my thing is, I told y'all. Remember a couple episodes back I said, it seemed like something happened that everybody knows about except for us and Tori. And I guess last night, or whatever, the night before decision day, Tori found out. And I hope the next episode we find out, because I'm gonna be pissed if you're insinuating something happened but you're not letting us know something happened. Because if you're not gonna let us know something happened, don't ever say something happened. Because now you got me anxious, low-key, high-key. But that was the end of the episode. So let me know your thoughts. I'm ready for the next episodes or set of episodes. This is the shortest review I've done thus far, I think, except with the exception of the first episode. I don't know. But yeah, then I'll see you guys on Thursday, Friday, possibly Saturday. Anyway, gosh, these people get my nerves. Be easy, breezy, lemon squeezy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.